5 Dumb Advice Poor Parents Teach Their Kids. Good grades mean more money. When I was a kid, you have no idea how much my parents focused on my problems. Every conversation I had with my parents would have related to my grades in some way. I've been terrible since the day I started school. I come to school to learn. If I knew all these things, why should I come to school in the first place? I tried to argue with my parents that school is an absolute waste of time. But my parents kept telling me that getting good grades would guarantee me a good future. The world doesn't care about your SRC. Don't waste your time with your friends or parties. We, humans, are social creatures. We survive alone, we do better when we work together. This channel would not be possible if there was no team behind it. Your iPhone or MacBook or Amazon Prime wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the social media collection. So if you want to build something means you need to learn how to socialize with people, and the best way to build your social skills is to hang out with other humans by going to parties, events, or just hanging out with friends. Some parents try to isolate their children as much as possible. Play it safe. No one loves you more than your parents. That's why parents usually tell you to play it safe. Don't take unnecessary risks. Get into college, then get a job. Slowly progress through the school years. And by age 60 you'll be successful by traditional standards. There's a simple rule in business. The more risk you take, the more money you can make. The less risk you take, the less you earn. If you invest your money in government bonds, the holds are super safe, the maximum you can expect is 2%. But if you take a slightly higher risk and invest in the stock market, you can expect to get 10%. But if you want to go to the extreme and invest in cryptocurrencies, you might be able to double your money in a few months. You get what you deserve. Especially in business. Business is war, it is modern warfare, and war is never fair. Your competitors will use various vicious tactics to crush you. Your coworker might use devious tactics to get you that job he deserves, but forget about the idea that life is fair. Get used to the harsh reality of life. Learn to survive it and use it to your advantage. Instead of complaining about not getting what you deserve, do better than your peers. This is probably one of the worst pieces of advice that parents often give their children and slowly leads them to financial misery. When your parents compare you to other kids, when they tell you why you don't get as good grades as the rest of the kids in school, you slowly start to develop the comparison mindset, where you begin to measure your success by comparing yourself to your peers. So when your friend gets a better car, you even go into debt to drive a better car. Even if you can't afford it, you try to maintain an image that you do as well as your peers. But the ultimate goal is not to look rich but to be. Your life, your circumstances are completely different from everyone else. You have a different set of strengths and weaknesses. So you should forge your path to wealth and not follow what others are doing.